Hello, welcome to this review of LEGO Star Wars Set 75418 Advent Calendar 2025. The set is rated for ages 6 plus, contains 263 pieces, retails for $45, and it was out from September 2025 through December 2025. And without further ado, let's get into the review. This may seem a bit unconventional, but I'm not going to go right out and do all the characters individually because this is an overview and it's an Advent calendar, so I did post individual videos for each day. So if you want to know what each individual character is, I do touch on those. I recommend that you go check out those videos, but this is just an overview of what I think of the Advent calendar as a whole, so it's going to be just focus purely on that, and a lot of these figures are brick-built characters rather than minifigures, and even some of the minifigures, if you consider the droids minifigures, are kind of mid. The one cool thing that we did get that's like a brand new figure is Babu Frick, which I don't believe we've gotten in any other set previously. Everything else here I believe has appeared in some way, shape, or form over the years, maybe not in these exact versions, except maybe some of the holiday variations, like our Ewok there. But yeah, that's enough about the specific figures. I do want to touch on the overall, like, I guess, vibe, or like what I think of the thing itself. I do apologize for the camera work. I don't have a mount right now for my phone. It's currently at my dorm, so yeah, we're kind of working freehand here, so I do apologize for the camera work. But yeah, I think it was an okay Advent calendar. Definitely not one of my favorites. I do wish, I know some of my friends really enjoy the little like starship builds and stuff, which are pretty cool, and definitely like something that really feels like it's a part of the LEGO Star Wars Advent calendars specifically, and we don't see any of that here. Now, I do understand that it's focused on like droids and Babu Frick's workshop, but even though it is focused on droids, we could have got something like a Malevolence or some maybe like separatist style ship or something, just to kind of keep that theme running with our Advent calendars. Or even like we got the Ewok and stuff, we could have got a little sandcrawler or something like that. Something that still pertains to droids, but something ship like that. I know some of my friends and myself also really do enjoy some of those builds. So that would have been cool to see here, especially since some of the, I guess, workshop portions of this that are meant to represent parts of Babu Frick's workshop are not the greatest builds. So like, as you can see here, each of these are a separate build. Some of them are decent, some of them are kind of mid. Like this one was just a box of stuff. And then we got the crane and stuff on separate days for the little carrier car that goes with the Ewok there. But yeah, like some of the stuff, like it could have been dropped in favor of something like that. Like I would have probably dropped this box and then put a like sandcrawler or something like that in there. But I think that would have been cooler. But that is obviously just a personal opinion, and according to some of my friends. But there's one cool thing that I noticed about this set, and I'm sure a lot of other people noticed, that I've seen other people like doing videos on and stuff. I don't remember which day. It might have been 19 or something, or 20 when we got the last one. But this little guy here is pieced together from different parts from different days, which is kind of a neat little thing where like across the different days you get enough parts to build one more full battle droid. Like a couple of the pieces were from there, a couple from there, and then on one of the final days we got this, which had these two pieces. These were just extras, so I stuck them in there for now. But yeah, there's some cool stuff in here that is neat to see. Like something like that would be cool to see carried on through other stuff, whether it's intended or not. But there is some stuff like the little microscope starships, which were always just a neat little thing in there. They're nothing like crazy, like nothing that you display or anything, but just kind of something cool that is that kind of goes with the Advent calendar theme. Now, a lot of these builds are cool, and I do really like them, especially like the Buzz Droid here and stuff, and the little probe droid back there, or one of my personal favorites, the Pit Droid. I do like some of the Christmassy ones, like the medical droid here, are kind of dressed up as a Christmas tree, or the little mouse droid, and stuff like that, and the like Christmas BB-8, which is super cool. There's just like some stuff that's cool, but then there's other stuff that's like, this guy, he's cool to get, but I always forget his name, or number rather. But even something like that could have been swapped out for something else like that. That would have been cooler, and kind of the whole sequel theme is kind of eh. I do like that we got a Babu Frick though. That is pretty cool. Probably one of the cooler things come out of this set. But yeah, I think that's really all I really have to say about it. Like, there was some cool stuff, but also some stuff that I felt that was kind of lacking, and like the $45 price, of course, is never fun. But yeah, I think it was a okay advent calendar overall. It definitely could have been better. And I did like those couple things, like the battle droid that you can kind of build over the days, or even the fact that the little Christmas BB-8 there comes with a little Christmas tree. And some of the designs were cool. I do like that we got the Babu Frick again. But there's definitely some stuff that could have been cut out in favor of some other stuff that I know some people really like across like the different advent calendars, like of course those little microscale ships and stuff. I know I've mentioned them a couple times already this video, but yeah, I do think some stuff like that would be cool to, that I hope they're not going to drop for next year, because they kind of dropped them this year. But yeah, I don't think it was one of the greatest advent calendars. I do wish there were a couple more figures, stuff like that, although it does say like 13 or 16 figures, but that counts all these mini builds as figures, which most of them I wouldn't count as figures. Definitely not like the little droid mini builds and stuff like this. They're mini builds, not figures. But yeah, I think it was okay, but definitely not the best. So I would, yeah, basically it's just pretty mid. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys again sometime when I actually start filming again. But yeah, hope you have a good one. See you later. Bye.